And Blake is back now, and we are still learning and seeing more about that tornado damage from those 3 tornadoes last night.
Yeah, 3 tornadoes last night. That's on top of some hail we were noticing, Juliet, the straight line wind damage, and what a light show it was.
It really was a light show.
From those thunderstorms that came through, and came through kind of as expected with that scattered severe weather risk here at home. We have found out today through the National Weather Service office of Grand Rapids, those fine meteorologists there, that we have 3 confirmed tornadoes from last evening's storms. The first of which in the southeast corner of Allegan County, roughly between Allegan proper to the west-northwest of Otsego. This was an EF0 with peak winds of 80 miles per hour. Another tornado, an EF1 that originated in Allegan County, this one just north of Otsego by only about a mile. This worked its way into Berry County before lifting near Hickory Corners. The peak wind with that tornado, 100 miles per hour. It was on the ground for 16 miles. And then an EF1 tornado that started in Montcalm County. That's where it touched down, just to the east of Fenwick, worked its way near Carson City, and then lifted in Gratiot County. Peak wind of this tornado, 110 miles per hour, a high-end EF1 tornado, and it was on the ground for nearly 19 miles. The damage that was near the Ford International Airport, Cascade Township, was thunderstorm wind damage, non-tornadic, of 70 to 80 miles per hour. And again, at the airport there, that's right next to the National Weather Service office, an 81 mile per hour wind gust as those thunderstorms work through. Back to today, now this Wednesday here at home, a cloudy sky for many, just a few peaks here and there. But our expectation is for showers and storms to return to West Michigan by the end of this evening. That's why our 13 weather ball is blinking green with the rain and thunderstorm activity in sight. And really no change foreseen in our temperatures tomorrow compared to today. I think we'll work our way right back into the 60s, maybe a few spots near 70 degrees. These numbers, while cooler than yesterday by several degrees. Yesterday we were well into the 70s, near 80 degrees. These numbers today still well above average for the middle of April. You might have noticed as well, that was the view out of Grand Haven, our beach camera. Some dense fog at the immediate lake shore that works its way back over the colder waters of Lake Michigan. Temperatures through this evening only falling through the 60s, for some into the 50s, but by the end of this evening, as we close in on midnight, we will have that thunderstorm chance picking up. And yes, we do have a severe weather risk here at home, a level 1 to level 2 risk out of 5. For severe weather, level 1 risk north of I-96, south of I-96, shaded in yellow, that is that level 2 slight risk, where there may be a touch more in the way of storm fuel instability in our atmosphere as these storms arrive later this evening through a chunk of the night. Our focus for now is that any strong to severe thunderstorm that may occur would provide a strong to damaging wind threat. That is our main focus for now. Our hail and tornado risk, it isn't zero. We need to respect that, but does appear to be on the lower end of the risk scale. And yes, we still need to be on the outlook for localized flooding, especially near our watersheds. Big picture shows showers and storms firing up back to our west. That yellow box across Iowa and Missouri, that's a tornado watch. We'll be seeing how these storms behave and evolve over the coming hours. The expectation is that we'll be dry through this evening, at least a fair chunk of this evening. But by about 11 o'clock, midnight, that's when showers and storms knock on the doorstep. We'll watch for the strength of these storms as they roll into West Michigan. This will continue across the board through a chunk of the night. At the very least, even if we don't see any strong to severe storms, we're going to have another round of rainfall tonight that will continue into a fair chunk of our Thursday. Now, Thursday, even with showers and storms around, we do not have a severe weather risk for tomorrow during the daytime hours, but we'll likely see another ½ inch to an inch of rain on a broad brush note through the end of tomorrow, and depending on where those thunderstorms set up shop, especially later this evening into tonight, there'll likely be localized higher amounts in excess of an inch. That is a lot of rain that we have seen over not just this past week, but over the past 6.5 weeks since the start of meteorological spring. These are our climate sites. 8, 9, 10 plus inches of rain since the 1st of March. That is double of what we should see in this 6.5 week span from the 1st of March through the middle of April. Again, we'll have a few more scattered showers, rumbles of thunder throughout our Thursday. We dry out briefly on Friday. Friday's a nice day. Temperatures back into the 70s, but one more round of showers and storms comes through on Saturday, and then we'll finally finally dry out, it appears, for a few days. Temperatures in the 50s to around 60 tonight, remaining mild for mid-April standards. We'll watch out for that shower and storm chance as it picks up later this evening into tonight, at least in the way of maybe one of those storms, one or two of them being on the stronger side. Quick look at your 13-year side 7-day forecast. Friday, again, get out and enjoy. That's a true spring day, even early summer-like day. Much cooler by the end of the weekend. 40s, Juliet. Yeah, 40s. But hey, I think we'll take a cool down if it means that starts a multi-day stretch
Right.
of some dry weather. But we'll be back in the 50s and 60s next week.